All right, good morning again, everyone, as we get ready for the second match here in the Trojan Trench. Hi, everybody. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here on the call is the Hall of Famer Ryan Limler, Caden and Caitlin running camera for us in a couple different spots here this morning. As Triton and Knox now will square up. A little correction on earlier from the broadcast against Caston and Triton. Knox won both those sets against Culver, 25-22 next door. My intel from Caden was not on point. But we get things straightened away either way as we get ready for this one. Knox coming in now with a 5-8 record here today. And that would be their third win in tournament play this year. Their other wins coming against West Central and North Newton. And their one loss there coming to West Central. Triton won those first two sets to improve to 11-4. Excuse me, 9. Now they're 10-4. Winning those two sets 25-14, 25-13 over Caston here this morning. They get kind of set. Of course, I talked to Derek Evelyn downstairs just for a little bit about lineups. He said it's going to be a little fluid today, and I think that's a good idea for him and his group to get some of these younger players put some time on the floor. Derek Evelyn, a good coach there for the Trojans in his 5th season as head coach. Knox's coach is Caitlin Kepler. So as we get set and ready to go, Jerry Newman, Casey Carswell, our two officials here in the trench. Our other officials in the TAC here this morning. We have Dan Richard and Bill Kreider, Carl Abraham and Kelly Lozinski, Julie Fissette, and Bruce Urban are our other officials that are officiating the other 3 courts going on over in the TAC. Of course, if you're listening and want to have some fish, Tom's Tasty Taters is outside. $15 gets you a fish sandwich, taters, and a water. All proceeds go to the Triton Varsity Volleyball program. So if you're hungry, go on over there and get you a sandwich. Eventually, I think we'll get one of those in here for us. Unfortunately, it might be a little soggy out there, raining, according to the radar. I did not stick my head outdoors, didn't think to do that. So Triton will start with their group out there with Sierra and Savannah Hawley, Sophie Howell, Clara Dahl, Avery Veers-Baker out there with Chupp, and the libero position will be Jillian Pulis to start the lineup for them. For the Lady Redskins, in their back line, they will have Henshaw, number 23, also on the back row with Nowatsky. And the front line, we will have Stone, Jordan, and Minix. And the other person in the back row is Lexi Salyers. The libero checking in will be Addison Spinagle. So both sides are set. The Redskins will start with the volleyball. Oh, no, you're good. I'm just looking down, make sure you have it on. And a serving error starts it off for us here in this first set. Now Sarah Hawley sends it away. That pass too close to the net. Jordan didn't quite have a beat on it. Knox has had some battles here this season, going 5 sets with West Central and South Central this season. Splitting those 2 matches. Jordan swings, drives it down.
Pretty. Dog goes up to Hawley.
Jordan, of course, leads her
drives
team
it down,
kill department, 105. I think 106 coming in, if you count that one right there. Back serving now will be Minix. Here swings it, goes out the back row. That knots it up at 2. So Minix back-to-back serves for her. Howell leading it for Veers-Baker, who gets it across, and she'll get that one. Sophie picks up the assist.
Dog goes up to Hawley, who swings and drives it down. And Triton takes this one.
Had 8 in the one against Caston a little bit ago. Now Jillian Bulis back to serve. Talented player for the Trojans. Does a nice job serving. Knox sends a free ball across. An opportunity now for Triton. Howe veers. And the Redskins recover. One hit to get it across. Jordan, but the net denies it, and 4 hits will be the call. It's a good recovery. Just couldn't
Ball goes
quite
up to Hall.
get
He
across
swings
that
and
top
drives
band.
it down.
Wait a second.
And Triton takes this one 25.
Oh, that's why my replay's not working right. Okay, we got that fixed.
Orion has not had his
I
coffee.
was like, why are we watching the same play over and over? And that's not even the game.
And that serve goes out the back row. Now back serving will be Sherrod, freshman. And she will get the point.
Let's see if it works. Oh, yeah.
And she will get.
Orion did not
That break did
the
not help
point.
me any.
That didn't help me. It didn't help me. I'm still kind of navigating. An ace for Sherrod. Had 9 coming in today, according to Max Preps. Hey, buddy. No, it's all going through mine. Shop now swings it through. Jordan with the swing. Drops it in. Oh, they're out of bounds. It looked like it was in the line on this angle. They want to know if there's
Jordan
sound on
with the
that other
swing.
camera.
Drops it in. Oh, they're out of bounds.
I was like,
So don't play the audio from that one, apparently. And an ace for Clara Dahl.
you know,
Had 4 in that first set.
don't sit by the camera.
Well,
They can sit anywhere in here, but they have to sit right by the camera.
what comfortable chairs.
Well, I'll have something interesting to listen to later.
Jordan swings, goes to the back row. Triton back on the attack now with a 1-point lead. Veers goes to the back row. Jordan to Sherrod, who sets it across. Triton now with an opportunity to bump pass. Sophie Howe leading it to Avery with the left hand, drops it down.
Cross Triton now with an opportunity.
Second
to
time
bump
those two have
pass.
combined
Sophie
here in
Howe
this
leading it to
first
Avery
set.
with the left hand, drops it down.
Now Clara Dahl goes back to serve.
You should have said, what if there is sound on it?
Giving out lottery numbers. Jordan's hit goes out of bounds. Hey, there's a lottery numbers, banking information.
Not
You
lottery
never know.
numbers. Jordan's hit goes out of bounds.
Just ask that Phillies fan that was at Miami if there are if there's cameras around. There's my last joke for the day for that one. I'm trying to get the point. Jordan with the double hit. Sorry, that was a bad joke.
There's my last joke for the day for that one.
Now Kai Fear going to rotate
Trying to
in for
get the
Sophie
point.
Howe.
Jordan
Clara Dahl
with the
continuing to
double
serve.
hit.
Triton now with a 4-point lead. Starting to wake up a little bit. Maybe I should drink a Coke to start the day off.
Well, I'd like to hear what Eric has to say down there.
You never know. Could be talking philosophy on TTSN After Dark. Hey, they make money on those kind of podcasts. We could do that. We may have to change the name. Jordan with the ace.
Could do that. We may have to change the name. Jordan with the ace.
But oh man, we might have to blur our faces out and scramble our voice. Jordan now swings, hits the top of the net. Back-to-back aces for Jordan. It's a tough one to make a play off of that net. Hey, if Charlie Sheen can have his own Netflix documentary, I'm sure we could have our own little podcast. Again off the top of the net. This time Triton is ready for it. Shup sends a free ball across. Now an opportunity for the Redskins. Swinging and driving it down there was Henshaw. Knox now dialing it up. Swinging now will be Sawyers. And Triton has a chance to recover. And they do. Another free ball. Jordan swings. Drives it down. The assist there belonging to Tessner.
Jordan swings. Drives it down. The assist there belongs.
Get a good swing. And Jordan goes back to serve. 2 aces out of her 3 serves. Now setting into her 4th one, tied at 9. Howe leaving it for Veers, who gets it across. Tessner to Jordan again. Top the net. It drops in again. Triton had that lead, and it's been all Knox.
Top the net. It drops in again.
These last few points. Now with a 1-point lead, Jordan again continues to serve well.
The Hall of Famers here.
Yeah. Better behave myself. The hit there by Sawyers goes into the net. The hitting error now knots it up at 10. Abby's now talking to her front line. I think this is, like I said, a good spot for these young players to get some playing time in the varsity tournament.
The hit there.
Getting developed. Sawyer swings. Here's the one-handed dig. Sophie Howe brings it back into play. No one's home. These young players trying to find their groove. They're trying with enough seniors and enough experience out there to be able to kind of talk with this group. As the libero serves, Spinago goes out the back row. Now that libero transition, Natalie Crooks also going to rotate in for Chupp. And Crooks will go back to serve. Now remember, Crooks had that back in the first tournament of the year here. Had some nice serves in that game, or in that tournament. Tessner leaves it for Sawyers. Good pass there. Sawyers with a nice swing.
Tessner leaves it for Sawyers. Good pass there.
As Marley Tessner goes back to serve. Tessner, the leader in assists with 122 coming today, and she gets an ace. And Triton stuck in neutral.
She's 122 in the year.
122 assists.
Oh, assists. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't specify. That's my bad. Her aces, she had 9 now. She's got 10. If Max Preps is fully up to date. Good. That was a rocket. It went up and almost touched the I-beam. Holly tips it across, but they're going to say Knox was into the net. And they're going to say that it was number 24.
Good. That
Stone
was a rocket. It went up and almost touched the I-beam. Holly tips it across, but they're going to say
Sophie Howe
Knox
back
was
to serve.
into the net.
Trailing by 1. The Triton sophomore drives that one to the back corner. Jordan with the stop. Tessner goes to Stone. Now Sophie Howe leaving it for Holly, who swings and drops it in the corner. Got on top of that one and drops it down.
Now
Sophie picking up her
leaving
third assist.
it for Holly, who swings and drops it in the corner.
Opening set tied at 13. Leading to Stone from Tessner. She swings. Stopped by Bulis. Up, off. Something up there. Dahl dumps it across. Triton loading up. Howe leaving it for Holly. Swings. Tipped to front. Spinago with the dig. Stone with the swing. Block, but it gets deflected out of bounds. A good swing there by Nora. Stone gets the kill.
Stone with the swing. Block, but it gets deflected out of bounds.
Dahl leaves it for Savannah Holly. Stopped by Spinagle. Tessner to Jordan. Swings. Avery with the dig. Now to Holly. Swings through, and she will get it. Back and forth we go here in this opening set.
Holly swings through, and she will get it.
So Holly now back to serve. Jordan swings. The dig by Sierra Holly. Now Veer swings, drops it down. Sawyers at the dig. Now back to Jordan. She'll hit it. A little bit of a rally here going. Sets it across. Now an opportunity for Knox. Tied at 14. Jordan swings. Tips it and drops it down. The assist there to Nowatzki. Picking up her second assist, and Jordan picks up her fourth kill.
Opportunity for Knox. Tied at 14. Jordan swings.
Now Burlington will check
Tips
in.
it and
That's
drops
gonna
it
send
down.
back Briley Minix to serve. Henshaw, Jordan, and Stone the front line now for Knox. Minix serves. The bump pass is clear. Dahl drives down out the back row, and now Triton trails by 2. Got a feeling if things continue to climb, we'll see a timeout here momentarily. And now Midway going to change and check it on the front line. Derek Evelyn said it's going to be a fluid situation here today. Like I said, I like it. Give everybody a chance, some experience. Bulis to Veers. Baker, she gets it across. Nowatzki leaves it for Stone. Swings. The block is strong up front. Trying to recover. Down by 2. The roll across. They'll dump it across. Now Sophie Howe will leave it to Veers Baker, who rolls it across the top line of the defense. Avery picks up her third kill.
Now Sophie Howe will leave it to Veers Baker, who rolls it across the top line of the defense.
Apparently I've got to leave my sensors and my camera notifications on
Avery
after
picks up
last
her
night's
third kill.
debacle.
Sophie Howe will leave it
Michelle told me not
to
to turn
Veers
them off
Baker,
again.
who rolls it across the top line of the
Swings.
defense.
Spinago handles it. It's only turned off on my phone.
What's going on?
Henshaw gets it across. Veers swings. Spinago drops it, but it doesn't go down. Avery picks up her fourth kill. Fifth assist for Sophie Howe. Bulis now to serve. Tied at 16. Stone from Nowatzki tips it over the front line. Meadway drops it down from Holly. Emily Meadway picks up her second kill of the day, and a timeout for Knox as Triton
drops
takes a
it down
lead.
from Holly.
So what's going on over there?
I play the replay and something happens. I don't know.
Something happens. Well, usually when you click a button, some things tend to happen. Now, that's a good thing. That's yet to be determined. What kind of things are happening? Is it just stuttering?
No, it just keeps playing replay. I don't know.
Well, Caden has not texted me a score next door yet.
It might be hard to know what the score is over there because they don't put the names up on the scoreboard.
Culver won the first versus Caston 25-21. Look, now we're learning. Texting back.
Knox?
Culver and Caston. Culver and Caston are playing in the first tackle, and that's where Caden's on.
The first. They
The other one,
placed the first set.
I'm going to have to go check the other thing.
Who did Knox lose to?
They haven't lost to anybody yet.
Well, I thought when Knox came in here, they said they lost.
No, they won 2 sets. Caden told me they won 25-22.
The girls, when they came in here, said they lost.
I don't know. You can ask him. He's a teenager. He's got earphones in. The kid ain't. I don't know.
And Derek asked him, so I doubt they lied to him.
I don't know. That goes out the back row. No tip. They're going to say they're going to give Veers Baker the kill. I don't know. You can text him. I don't know what his deal is over there. I'm not going to keep up with it. Bulis now to serve again. Up by 2. Spinago on the return. Nowatzki leaves it for Stone. Goes out the back row. Sherrod now back to serve. Dahl, the assist to Veers Baker. Dahl now to serve. Up by 2. Been a long first set between these two sides. give and go from Dahl to Veers Baker. Free ball across. Knox back on the attack. Jordan from Nowatzki tips it across and gets the kill.
Smells like McDonald's. Is
Free
it
ball
the fish?
across. Knox back on the attack. Jordan from Nowatzki tips it across and gets the kill.
Now Tessner checks in. It's Jordan back to serve. Last time she served, right there, that's what happened, an ace. That's her third. She had 2 in that last rotation. And they started to climb as it's now tied at 19. Back and forth we go here in this first set. Dahl leaves it. Sophie Howson's a deep free ball across Spinagle. Tessner back to Jordan, swings. The stop by Hawley. Sophie Howe goes across. Sherrod passes to the front line. Henshaw got it across. Now Clara Dahl drives it across. Tessner leaves it for Salyers, who swings. Another good stop by Sierra Hawley. Chupp swings, and that one goes out of bounds. And now the Redskins take a 1-point lead as they hit the 20-point mark. Hawley to Howell. Dahl sets it across. Salyers trying to stretch the defense, trying to dig it up, not there.
What's Knox's record?
And a timeout for the Trojans. They're 5-8. I hope. I don't know if Caden scores are right, so God only knows. I'm not real happy with him. He's over there. But they're 4-8 coming into today. That's about the best I can give you.
Well, I'm not worried about what happened earlier.
Be nice to know.
Well, I know they came in here and they told Derek they lost. So
they should be 5-8 then. And Triton gets a point there on the return. Now Avery Veers Baker back to serve, down by 1. And Triton gives a free point to him. Now Kai Fear's going to rotate in for Sophie Howe. Derek even trying to find that combination. Now down by 2. It's Knox threatening to take this first set. Spinagle back to serve. Dahl leaving it for Hawley, who sets it across Jordan. Tessner now to Salyers on the other side. She'll swing and out of bounds. Triton still with some life. Down by 1. Got to win by 2. Crooks now goes back to serve. Crooks now serves it away. Jordan with passing up front. Tessner leaves it for Salyers. Swings. The block goes out of bounds. It's a good swing by Salyers.
Passing up
her
front,
second
Tessner
kill, 5th assist.
Leaves it for Salyers,
Tessner.
swings, the block
Now
goes out of bounds.
With Tessner back to serve. Here's the return back up across the net. Stone swings. Goes to the top of the net. Now back to a 1-point game. Sophie Howe to check in. And Sophie goes back to serve. So Triton needs to dig deep. Jordan passes to Spinagle. Up to Stone. Stone tips it across, out of position. Triton does not get there in time. And Stone
Jordan
makes it set point.
Spinagle. Up to Stone. Stone tips it across, out of position. Triton does not.
Sawyer's back now, set point, up by 2. That one goes out of bounds, now up by 1. And Sierra Hawley back to serve. Spinagle up near the net. Tessner leaving it for Jordans. Tips it, and Knox takes the first set, 25-23. We'll take a break. Be back here in just a moment on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Near the net. Tessner leaving it for Jordans. Tips it, and Knox takes the first set.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office / home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen / art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage / rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, second set about to get underway here as Hawley goes back to serve. Triton lost that one 25-23. Jordan and Veers Baker led the way with both for either side with 6 kills. Jordan swings. That one up off the basket. Triton keeps it alive. Stone swings. Triton not there in place to get that one to stop. Stone picks up her 3rd kill. I believe Nowatzki will pick up her 4th assist. Minix now back to serve. Triton cannot recover. Triton looked strong in that first set. Now trying to find their gear. Someone's got to step up for them as Knox has done an outstanding job here in this one. Savannah leads it to Sierra, who gets it across. Nowatzki leaves it for Jordan, swings. Triton brings back into play. We're going to send a free ball across. Now an opportunity for the Redskins. Nowatzki leaves it. Sinshaw hit that one across. Here swings through. Good recovery by Knox. Henshaw blocked up front. Savannah Hawley. They're saying 4 hits.
And shot blocked up front, Savannah Hawley.
Julian Bulis goes back to serve down by 1. See if Triton can find their footing in between the two sets. Trying to force a third set. Bulis' hit curves out of bounds.
I didn't read the tie-breaking scenarios.
I'd have to go looking. Sherrod now to serve. Chup rolls it across. Now to Jordan. Bulis with the dig. Clear it all, dumps it across. Nowatzki leaves it for Henshaw. Good ball movement there. Nowatzki picking up her 5th kill.
Clear it all, dumps it across. Nowatzki
Revere's
leaves
to
it
keep
for
her
Henshaw.
out there fired up, as is Sierra Hawley. Down by 3 is Sherrod back to serve. Dahl leaves it for Chup with the left hand. Sherrod with the dig. And a miscue in the back row. And trying benefits on the scoreboard. Clear it all back to serve. Dahl with a line drive shot. Jordan from Nowatzki. The dig by Bulis. Henshaw blocked up front by Avery Veers. Swings. Sherrod with the dig. Nowatzki brings it back into play as Henshaw gets it across. Bulis with the stop. Dahl leading it to Veers. Baker blocked up front there by Henshaw. Dahl's hit goes out of bounds, but then the Knox will touch it, and Dahl gets the kill.
Shot. Jordan from Nowatzki. The dig by
Back to
Bulis.
serve down by 1. Spinagle. Nowatzki leaving it for Jordan, who hits it. Changes up the speed. Chup swings. Jordan sets it across. And it will drop in. Jordan picks up her 7th kill. Trying to find their confidence as Knox has done an outstanding job here in this match. Sawyers tips it. Triton gets the point.
Got headset head.
Tends to happen in this line of work. Henshaw gets it across. Claredall sets it. Sawyers tipped it up front. Claredall with another kill. And Avery goes back to serve.
That's not why we grow bald, is it? Wear headsets.
Oh, I'll have a full head of hair. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Howe goes to Hawley. The dig by Spinagle. Sawyer swings into the net. And now Triton takes her first lead here of this second set. And now Kai Fear going to rotate in for Sophie Howe. Sherrod up near. Good read by Sierra Hawley. Dahl gives it right back to her. Tips it across. Jordan's in position. Now to Sawyer, swings, and that one goes in the net. She's had a couple good swings, just couldn't quite get them to clear. And now Triton with a 2-point lead. The Trojans trying to extend it to 3 sets. After losing that first one 25-23. Sherrod on the return. Sawyers from Tessner. The one-handed dig by Jillian Bulis up near the net. Sawyers reaches up, and Chup cannot drive it back.
The one-handed dig by Jillian Bulis up near the net. Sawyers reaches up, and Chuck
now
cannot
back to serve.
drive.
Down by 1. Now to Hawley. Tessner gives it to Sawyers. little bit of a rally here as Jordan swings from beyond the attack line, hits the top of the net. Good heads-up play by Sierra Hawley. Minnick swings, stopped by Veers. Fear rolls it across. Tessner leaves it for Salyers, who does not clear the net, and a long rally ends with a Triton point.
Tessner leaves it for
Rick's gotta
Salyers,
rotate
who
in.
does not clear the net. A long round.
Crooks with a nice serve to the back row. Sherrod on one hit gets it across, and almost a miscue. No communication on the front line leads to a point there on the air. And Tessner goes back to serve. Sophie Howe checks back in. That's why communication is so key on the floor. Dahl pushes it up. Sophie Howe calls for it and takes it across. Tessner leaves it for Stone. Sophie Howe brings it back in, and now the hit by Hawley goes out of bounds, doesn't quite knock it down. And that ties it at 8. Stone's head goes down for the kill. That's her 5th.
Fish must be ready.
Tessner back to serve. She'll get the ace. And now Knox climbs to a 2-point lead. Tessner. Beals pass up near the net, nowhere for Hawley to make a play. And the Redskins' lead starting to grow. Now by 3. An ace. Triton not quite ready for that one. That's the 7th ace for the Redskins, and Triton will take a timeout.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success.
Trying to refocus Triton. They got that lead.
Some see a start to a swim meet.
Points and then allowed a 6-0 run.
We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
So see what Derek Evelyn draws up out of the timeout. Tessner now back to serve. Howe leaves it for Hawley. That one will drop down, so Triton gets a point out of the timeout. Sophie Howe picks up her 7th assist here of this match. First of this set. Tessner leaves it for Minix. That goes wide of the mark. A 2-point swing for the Trojans. Anna hits the top of the net and gets the ace. Triton trying to climb back into it. Now down by 1. Sophie Howe again. Spinagle. Tessner leaves it for Salyers, who swings, and Triton does not get the equalizer as Salyers from Tessner yet again. Burlington will rotate in, as will Nowatzki. Burlington to serve. She'll step into it and sends a rocket and an ace. Triton has yet to find a way to put it into gear here in this set, or in this match. They battled in the first. And Knox did a nice job closing out. Little missed time serve there by Burlington, goes into the net. Sierra Hawley back to serve. Spinagle to Nowatzki. Now to Minix, but that hit does not clear the net.
Spinagle to Nowatzki.
Now the Trojans down by one.
Minix, but that hit does not clear the net.
Hawley sends it away deep, and that one goes out of bounds. Triton has left 5 points out there in this match on serving errors. Now down by 2. Minix. Serve goes into the net. Now Jillian Bulis goes back to serve down by 1. Triton need to go on a run in a big way here. And a serving error gives Knox a 2-point lead. Sherrod now back to serve. Dahl DeVeers, change up speed. Henshaw tipped it across. Nowatzki leaves it for Jordan, who swings. The stop there by Hawley. Howell, DeVeers Baker swings it, sends a rocket. Knox recovers. Sherrod goes back the other way. Howell leaves it for Veers Baker, swings, drives it, but it goes out of. They say it dropped in.
I can replay that.
That's long from this angle.
Howell leaves it for Veers Baker, swings, drives it, but it goes out of
on the line.
Again, like I said, up here and down there, I mean, you don't have a camera down there on the line, do you?
No, but just by in slow motion where it hit.
Well, you have a better view than I do right now. Spinagle gets it across. Veers Baker rolls it across and was there for the block. Avery with the loud block to tie it.
Rolls it across
16 for the
there
equalizer.
for the block.
Dahl and Triton again. Serving error is really kind of hurting the Trojans here in this match. Kai Fear on that front line. Sawyer's back in, as is Tessner, as Jordan goes back to serve. Off the net, and Triton cannot recover. Sophie Howe back in. We go to the back room with Hawley and Bulis. Hawley up to Chubb and doesn't quite clear it. Knox now in control. And Triton will use their second timeout. So I guess we'll take a break so Caitlin can get set. And we'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, out of the timeout. Triton gets the point with Veers Baker getting the kill. See if Triton can rally here. Jordan up near the net. Tessner leaves it for Sawyers, who swings. Triton with the dig. Chubb tips it across with the one hand. Henshaw tips it across. Sophie Howe gives it to Sierra Hawley, and she'll drop it in.
Tips it across. Sophie Howe gives it to Sierra Hawley, and she'll drop.
Veers Baker on the serve. Henshaw sets it across. Howe to Hawley. Spinagle with the dig. Sawyers with the bump pass. Gives it to Sherrod, now trying with an opportunity. Down by one. Dahl leaves it for Chubb. Tips it across. Sherrod with another dig. Spinagle gets it across in the bump. Now Sophie Howe from Clara Dahl. Jordan swings. Blocked up front by Chubb. And a miscommunication ties it at 19.
By Chubb. And a miscommunication ties it at 9.
Veers Baker takes a look at the score clock. The scoreboard. Hawley swings. And we're going to get a Knox team into the net. Our Knox player into the net. And a timeout for the Redskins. What, you want to go outside in the rain and get your sandwich?
Well, I didn't know how that's working.
They're probably out here on the thing where they're always at.
No, I don't mind going out there.
I'm not going to go out there. Caitlin said it was pouring.
I didn't. When they brought theirs in, they didn't look wet.
But it might have not been pouring 15, 20 minutes ago when they came in. We don't really have curbside delivery in here.
Marcel does.
Marcel does. Now Veers Baker back to serve. Triton has gone on a run here to get back out in front. Trying to extend it to three, and Veers Baker with the ace.
Here to get back
Avery
out in
back
front.
Again.
Trying to
Triton
extend it to
knocking on the
three,
door.
and Veers Baker.
Jordan on the return. Tessner leaves it for Sawyers. Out of Hawley. Sherrod with the stop. Tessner goes to Sawyers again. Bulis with another dig. Hawley drops it in from Sophie Howe.
Bulis with another dig.
And trying with a lot of momentum their way.
Hawley drops it in.
Another timeout for Knox. Neither side now with a timeout remaining.
We'll play commercial.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
All right, no timeouts out. Timeouts for either side as Triton trying to take this second set to force a third one. Knox back again. Sherrod with the return. Shows him the free ball across. Triton now on the attack. Dahl to Hawley. Swings through. Drops it down, but someone will be in the net. They're going to say that it was, I guess checking in, that must have been Macy Manns. Salyers drives it, and Hawley with the dig. Wants it right back from Claridol. The 1-2 punch has worked, and it continues to work. Claridol and Sierra Hawley have combined. The 1-2 punch has worked, and it continues to work. Spinagle. Tessner leaves it for Salyers, who swings. Beers' dig goes across the net. Henshaw tips it. Nobody home. Now Triton needs to shake that off. They want to try to take this second set, but Knox nobody home. Spinagle back to serve. Triton somehow gets it across. Two players on the floor quickly get to their feet. Minix tips it. Dahl with the stop. Sophie Howe is dialing it up for Veers, who swings. Jordan with the dig. Tessner dumps it across. Dahl, Hawley to end it, and they do. 25-20 ends the second set. Another Claridol and Sierra Hawley exchange. To end it, and they do. We'll take a break back after this on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the...
All right, third set about to get underway. Got out there a little bit early. Burlington to start things. Play to 15. First point goes out the back row. Sierra goes to Spinagle. There's Savannah Hawley with the kill. Sierra goes to Spinagle. There's Savannah Hawley with the kill. Sierra Hawley now back to serve. Burlington. Nowatzki leaves it for Jordan, who tips it across. Sophie Howe. Hawley leaves it for Veers. Nowatzki to Jordan, swings. The dig by Hawley. Sophie Howe. Avery swings through the block. Knox recovers. Nowatzki leaves it for Stone, who changes it up and drops it in. Through the block. Knox recovers. Nowatzki leaves it for Stone, who changes it up and drops it in. Minix back to serve. Down by 1. That serve goes, drops in on the sideline. That serve goes, drops in on the sideline. Been a slugfest here in this second match in the trench this morning. Here swings, blocked up front, Stone and Henshaw. Second match in the trench this morning. Now Knox by swings, 1. Blocked up front, Stone. Loud way to take the lead. Front line putting some work in for Knox. Minix back to serve. Avery on the return. Savannah Hawley tips it across. Stone. Nowatzki across the way to Jordan, who will swing. Dahl to Veers. Baker, count it. Swing. Dahl to Veers. Baker. Now Savannah Hawley back to serve. All knotted up at 3. Savannah settles in. Burlington. Nowatzki leaves it for Jordan, who tips it, and Triton cannot recover. Sherrod now back to serve. Sierra Hall on the return, Dahl leading it. DeVeers, Baker, blocked up front, Henshaw. Sierra Hall on the return, Dahl leading it. DeVeers, Baker, blocked up front, Henshaw. Now Sherrod back to serve. That serve goes into the net. Triton gets a break. Now Claredol back to serve. It sounds like the other match in the attack went to 3 sets. Lewis drops it in, Claredol with the assist. Avery now with 10 kills here in this match. 18 drops it in, Claredol. Burlington to Nowatzki. Henshaw swings through the block. Dahl leading it up for Avery, who swings and will drop it down. Avery, who swings and will drop it down. Dahl to go again. Spinagle, as Nowatzki keeps alive. Jordan gets it across. Howell to Veers Baker. Knox on the attack again. Jordan winds up, tips it across. 2 players collide on the dig, and that's the equalizer, setting it at 6. Salyers rotates in, as will Tessner. Jordan back to serve. Trying to struggle with this lineup here today in those first 2 sets. Tessner goes to Salyers, swings out the back row. The Trojans by 1. Avery goes back to serve. Jordan goes to Tessner. She'll send a free ball across. Shallow. Chup with a chance. Goes back row trying to push the defense. Salyers swings. Off the upper arm of Bulis. And Salyers gets the kill, tying it at 7. Spinagle again. Dahl leading it to Hawley. Minix swings, and that one goes out of bounds. This tightly contested third set. It's been that way thus far in the first. Now Jillian Bulis back to serve. Spinagle leaves it for Tessner. Now to Sawyer, swings. The dig by Dahl up near the ladder. And Sophie Howe brings it back into play. Clara Dahl sets it across, and Knox will recover. Dahl to Holly, swings. Sherrod with the dig. Spinagle setting up Sawyers, who sends a free ball across. An opportunity now for the Trojans. Dahl up near the net, and the swing drops it in. Tessner couldn't quite clear it. Now for the Trojans. Dahl up near the net, and the swing drops it in. Tessner couldn't quite clear it. Now a 2-point lead. Bulis goes to Sherrod. Tessner. Sherrod will set it deep back to the middle. Dawson's a free ball across. Here we go. Knox now on the attack. Sawyers to the left hand, changes it up. Someone's got to get across, and no one does, and Sawyers gets it to drop in. On the attack, Sawyers to the left hand, changes it up. Someone's got to get across, and no one does, and Sawyers will now rotate to the front line as Tessner goes back to serve. 1 point separates the two sides. Howe goes to Holly, blocked up front by Stone. Holly tips it across. Spinagle to Minix. The dig by Veers not good enough. That's the equalizer at 9. Spinagle to Minix. The dig by Veers not good enough. Tessner back to serve again. And that one goes into the net. Triton hits the 10-point mark. Sophie Howe. Spinagle with the return. Up near the net. There's Savannah Holly. Stretches the defense. Good find there by Savannah Holly. Saw the defense kind of crowding the front line, and a spot opened up. Savannah Holly stretches the defense. Good recognition there by Savannah. Now sends it across. Sawyers drops it in. The assist to Tessner.
They play until or did the win by 2?
15 win by 2. Burlington to serve. Dahl leaves it for Holly, who tips it across. Stone stops. Nowatzki to Jordan. Jordan drives it down. Triton recovers. Nowatzki leaves it for Stone, who swings out the back row. Trojans by 2. Sierra Holly now back to serve. Nowatzki leaving it for Jordan, trying to keep him in it. Sophie Howe, Avery Veers, Baker drops it down. And Sophie Howe picks up her 11th assist, and Veers Baker Sophie now
Howe,
with 12.
Avery Veers,
Baker drops it down in this match. 20 on the day. Holly goes across. Nowatzki leaves it for Minix. Sophie Howe leaves it for Avery Veers. Baker, who goes to the back row. Spinagle recovers. Stone with the deep free ball. Triton an opportunity. Burlington with the dig. Now Jordan drives it across. Holly sends it down. Her 4th kill. Drives it across. Holly going with a couple blocks. Sends it down. Match point for Triton. An absolute slugfest between these two schools here in this second match in the trench this morning. Stone swings through, tipped up front. Avery to end it. Stone keeps it alive. She wants it back from Sophie Howe. Swings. Back down. Holly setting it up. Howe again pushing it to Avery. She will swing. Drives it down. And Triton will take it in 3 sets, 15-10. What a way for that group to recover after things were kind of stuck in
Holly
neutral.
setting it
Veers
up.
will lead the
Howe
way with
again
13
pushing
kills.
it to Avery. She
7
will
kills
swing.
for
Drives
Holly.
it down. And Triton.
Sophie Howe with 12 assists to the 9 of Clara Dahl. And for the Redskins, Sawyers with 6 kills, Jordan with 7, and 6 for Nora Stone. I had 11 assists for Tessner, and I believe I had 8 there for Nowatzki. So we will get set, change streams, and we'll be back for the next match as Triton will play Culver here in the trench. We'll see you in just a bit.